I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. That's fielded in the end zone, and he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. As we get a look at a guy who grew up in Florida, played his college ball, of course, in Louisville. It's the electric Lamar Jackson.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
White's numbers from a week ago. 17 carries, 54 yards.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. On second down, they'll run with White, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They go right back to White here on first down. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. And here's the starting crew defensively for Cleveland.
When it comes to J.J. Watt, we're about out of superlatives, aren't we? So let's just make this simple. One of the best to ever play the game.
Right here. Mike 56.
This time, Jackson will throw it. This is White on the screen. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That's all you got.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. From the gun, Jackson. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the...
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On second down, it's White. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. From the gun on third down, Jackson. That's complete to White. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 21 yards there on third down. On first down, it's Gill. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On second down now, it's Gill, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here come the Browns now for their first drive. Under center, it's the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner as you get a look at Baker Mayfield.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, but it's going to be second down. And a look now at the starting offense for the Browns.
And they're coming off a good win on the road last week, but they do know that they have a home game next week. So all the focus has to be, can they get a second win on the road and make going home that much sweeter? That's the intention in this ball game.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Well, look now at our starting defense. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
On third down, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A third down gain of 19.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 30.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Meanwhile here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 15 now. Mayfield looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McGee. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick. But now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. It's caught. This is White. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
They'll run with White, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's White. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Jackson to throw. Goes underneath here to White. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, If you're trying...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown, his first touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone, and he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. From the 41, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's McGee. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. So that'll set the offense back 5, make it 1st and 15. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's go.
Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Mayfield to throw it. He's got Burton here. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He was trying to go back to Hollywood there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Jackson now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Now Jackson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Here's White. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. Here it's 3rd and 3.
False start, offense.
Not what you wanted there, 3rd and 2.
And this is something you've worked on in practice from the time you were in training camp, yet you still create your own mistakes.
Here's Jackson, firing quickly here, and that's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
They'll try and run it with White. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st.
Foul, face mask, defense.
So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
Now a toss play. This is White. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. James White, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight ahead power, and they got it done.
Tucker now for the extra point. And it's 21-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. It's taken to the 26. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Let's go, D.
On 2nd down now, it's White. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. The Ravens on 3rd down. They haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1, and that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
Pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
From the gun, Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
We got
A
this.
well-executed 22-yard gain. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Mayfield finding Beckham, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. He's going to go for a big play downfield, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Going to the air again with Mayfield. This one into the hands of Burton. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield, and an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. This is White on the screen. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Jackson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Holding. Offense.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
17 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Beckham and the Browns set to take over again. And we roll tape now on his solid performance.
And what we've been seeing so far is a great combination of finesse and aggressiveness in running his routes and making plays. That's what you want in any type of a receiver. The guy knows exactly what to do on a given play and ends up making the plays that help your team win.
They go play action here on first down. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. They give him a gain of 38. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A toss play to Chubb. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Following the penalty, Chubb. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Ben Gideon in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Now the extra point. And it is good. That cuts the lead now to 11, 24, 13 our score. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They lost two straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun, sliding out of the pocket, and he's going to keep it here. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now it's Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, that's taken in by Henderson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Jackson now. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now a carry for White. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. James White with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as the Ravens push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this?
Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown, baby. 6.
So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
They run it again with Chubb. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And again, it's Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. Well, maybe he was going to be involved in that play from his tight end spot, and he jumped.
Yeah, don't tell me that those guys don't like to block. That's what we say about them nowadays in the NFL. But I think he felt he was one of the key pieces in that play and wanted to get out and execute the assignment very fast.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
56 to Mike.
And Jackson throwing once more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively jars it free. No 1st down.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line.
Here we go.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the past, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys are excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
Tough rush coming, and he's taken down. Ben Gideon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Looking sideline, incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson throwing again. Snead's got it. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
And he's got this down to the 35. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I don't think you got it, son.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a short gain down to about the 33. The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gill. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
Keep playing hard, fellas.
Now 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Mayfield again. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Mayfield now from the 50. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Going deep here for Landry. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And it is incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
Now that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, boy, I know you know that.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gill. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. And this will be caught by Brown. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Landry again the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
First down.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. It's caught. Beckham. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On 2nd down, it's Gill. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. They'll keep it on the ground. Gill, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain.
Pick it up! Pick it up!
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing, Mayfield. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a 2nd time.
Tucker now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We call that a sack block.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. That'll bring up 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. This is the tight end, Njoku. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mayfield on 4th down. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 1st down, Mayfield. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Here's Mayfield, 14 yards, and it's a clip. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
A try here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score Ravens 51, Browns 23.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.